What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing our match review and analysis of the away game at Everton. Before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 16k subscribers. We're less than 500 subs away now, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me. On my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description below too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Let me know your thoughts of this fantastic win for Manchester City in the comments below, and leave a thumbs up on this video if you did enjoy the video. So let's crack on with the match review first. It was Manchester City that dominated the first 20 minutes before Everton managed to get a foothold into the game and start turning it into a scrappy game. In my opinion, that opened up a little bit of space and it allowed Manchester City to get their first goal. So good ball in from Riyad Mahrez on the 32nd minute. It wasn't fully dealt with by Everton, and Phil Foden was there on the follow-up to get a shot away. So good connection shot by Phil Foden. Does take a big deflection off the foot of Seamus Coleman and goes into the back of the net, and it makes it 1-0 to Manchester City. And I thought, decent for Man City. We've deserved that first goal, and I was hoping then we could start to push on and get that killer second goal. However, 5 minutes later, 37th minute, Richarlison's there to get Everton an equaliser. All too easy, this goal, I thought. It's a ball over the top from Seamus Coleman. Lucas Digne, for some reason, has a lot of space. There's two players, as well as Ederson on the line, Kyle Walker and Ruben Diaz. They cannot stop the shot from Lucas Digne. It hits the post and bounces back out. Richarlison's there, a yard away. It just hits his leg and goes into the back of the net. Because there's two players on the line, he's onside. Why Lucas Digne had so much space in our penalty area to get a good shot away from close range. We're talking, what, 8 yards out or so. I don't know. I thought with City, poor positioning to start with. I think it was Walker on the line. Could easily have closed down. Lucas Digne chose to sit back rather than commit. Aymeric Laporte as well, allowing the ball to come over. It wasn't great defending from Manchester City, and considering we've prided ourselves on how good we have been defensively this season, it wasn't amazing defending from City. And I thought, for the first time, actually there's bits of vulnerability to when City like to play with three at the back, which yesterday it was Laporte, Ruben Diaz and Kyle Walker sitting as a back three. Joao Cancelo pushed into midfield, dropping back when he needed to, but it ended up being ultimately them three, which means players, when they do want to commit and send players forward, particularly attacking wing backs, then they could find a little bit of space. So that might be something other teams may look to probe to try and exploit in the coming games. We'll wait and see what happens there, but for now, no concern. City got their winning streak still continuing. So I went in at half-time and I was thinking to myself, this is a difficult game. We've got a lot of work to do here in the second half. And there's a potential here that we could lose the match as well. So, yeah, I was having concerns going into the second half. But City came out in the second half and we just oozed confidence. We was very cool on the ball. We didn't look like we was under pressure. We was very patient. We looked a bit frustrated when Jesus missed that really good opportunity that he put over the crossbar from a tight angle, which, to be honest, someone of quality that Jesus has got, I'd be expecting him to be finding at least the target, even probably the back of the net. I thought, is this going to be our night? Thankfully, 63rd minute, kind of was a goal out of nothing. City were probing without really penetrating, is what I've said on my live stream yesterday. Riyad Mahrez, though, manages to drop a little bit deeper, cuts in from the edge of the penalty area onto the outside of the penalty area. We're talking 19 yards out. On his stronger left foot, manages to get a really good shot away. He's looking for the outside of the far corner. He finds it beautifully. He finds the inside of the post. Jordan Pickford stood absolutely no chance. It was a sensational goal from Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez influential for the Phil Foden goal with the cross coming in. He's grabbing himself a beautiful goal for the second goal to give Manchester City the lead. Riyad Mahrez had a wonderful game for City yesterday. I thought City looked very effective on that right-hand side. We looked a bit nullified on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side we looked pretty solid, which I'm really happy for Mahrez because he had a brilliant season last season. This season hasn't quite hit the heights of what he got to last season, but that performance yesterday, in my opinion, was right up there with one of the best he's put in whilst playing for Manchester City. And then Bernardo Silva on the 77th minute sealed the deal, getting into space in the centre on his stronger left foot, gets a shot away. It isn't the best shot in the world. Jordan Pickford adjusts his hand, ready to tip it around the post. It'd have been better just parrying it back into the danger zone. He made a save in the first half, which was a really good save, and I complimented on him on his ability to tip it round the post and away from danger and out for a corner. He was trying to do the same here with Bernardo Silva's, I think. He doesn't get enough onto it. It was too central for that to happen. It's too central for him to tip it round the post and it ends up going into the bottom corner. It's a good finish. I just think Jordan Pickford will be very disappointed with that. And that ultimately was the third goal for Manchester City. That 2-goal cushion that we've been looking for. That killer 2-goal cushion. And also sealed the 3 points for Manchester City. What it means is we're now 10 points clear of Leicester and Manchester United at the top of the Premier League table. We've played our game in hand now. We're on a level playing field. There's 14 games to go. We've got Arsenal away as our next game coming up. Long may this great form continue. It's 17 wins in a row in all competitions. It's 12 consecutive Premier League wins for Manchester City. It's also 24 games in all competitions unbeaten for Manchester City. And Everton away is right up there as one of the most difficult away grounds that we'd visit, considering we're playing every 3 to 4 days and it's sandwiched right between lots of big games. Particularly we've got that Champions League game next midweek. Everton wanted us to play it when we've got the Champions League on our mind, just to try and make life awkward for us, and I'm happy that we've managed to come out here and pick up a solid 3 points. Now, to my match analysis for this game, I thought Rodri first half was solid for Manchester City. His passing and his ability to move from defence to attack was phenomenal. He had a very quiet second half, I thought. This is where I was looking for the attacking players to really step up. And I thought Bernardo Silva and Riyad Mahrez did that in an abundance for Manchester City. And they were influential going into that second half. I thought Cancelo and Raheem Sterling on the left-hand side looked a bit nullified. I sensed for the Arsenal game that City may bring Zinchenko back into the team and make a change on that left-hand side because it wasn't really working. But to be fair, Yerry Mina did come off in the first 20 minutes for Everton with an injury, and I'm hoping that he is okay. And Seamus Coleman came on to shore up that right-hand side for Everton, Manchester City's left, and we wasn't really having too much success. Thankfully, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Kyle Walker were getting into some very good positions. Even Jesus was drifting out to the right-hand side and was having a lot of success there. I mean, they've got Godfrey and Digne, two very good players that Manchester City managed to get past 3 times and score 3 goals. So I thought that was really good from Manchester City, and I was really happy with our performance, particularly in the second half. It showed a lot of character, grit, determination, hard working and hard fought from City in that second half, and it's all the ingredients you need when looking to try and win a Premier League title. The other thing you need is to be taking things a game at a time. We've got Arsenal coming up. In my opinion, Arsenal aren't as strong defensively as what Everton are. They're certainly not covering the gaps as much as what Everton would, and so I think Arsenal are there for the taking. However, I think Arsenal's attack and ability to get through Manchester City's defence would be better suited to Arsenal than to Everton. However, Everton do like scoring goals, scored 5 past Tottenham, a well-organised, drilled defensive team like Jose Mourinho and Spurs. They like scoring goals as well, so I thought this was a really good, solid, professional win from Manchester City, and Arsenal's going to pose a little bit of a different threat for us, particularly offensively. So I think Pep may do a bit of squad rotation with that in mind of how good Arsenal will be offensively to try and nullify them. We've already beaten Arsenal once this season at the Emirates Stadium in the Carabao Cup. We found that game all too easy. It'll be a different Arsenal team going out for this one. It'll be a full strength first 11. They're needing wins. They're looking to try and climb up the table and try and rescue what has been a pretty poor season for them. And so yeah, whole different kettle of fish, that one on the weekend against Arsenal. And let's not forget, we've got a Champions League game coming up next week as well. So I think Pep might have that in mind. But good news, Aguero, he made the bench once more, didn't come on, so I'm not expecting him to start in the next game. Waiting to see when he's going to be fit actually to come on and do some minutes. I'm wondering how fit he actually is right now. Yeah. Kevin De Bruyne came on and did 15 minutes, which was really good. Didn't look out of place, looked ready and refreshed to go. So he could be in line for a start for the game against Arsenal. It was nice to see Fernandinho come on, with only, albeit a couple of minutes, but it does mean that he is fit enough to be getting minutes under his belt. So I suspect whilst he may not start in the game against Arsenal, he may get more minutes and put himself into contention for the Champions League game next week and also the West Ham game the weekend after. So yeah, lots of big games coming up. We're starting to get players coming back from injury. We're working really hard. We're passing really well. Was at a 90% pass completion rate yesterday away from home at Goodison Park. There aren't many teams that would be capable of doing that. It was a really strong professional performance from Manchester City, full of confidence as well. Yeah, thought it was really good. Unfortunately, the only downside is we didn't get a clean sheet, but that's something for us to target for going into that game against Arsenal. See if we can pick up another 3 points and move a step closer to getting that Premier League trophy back. But all in all, really good this from Manchester City. Showed a lot of character and spirit in that second half to come back and, after being pegged back by Everton, to come back and get the win and get them 3 points. You don't have to win every game pretty. Sometimes it's just about getting the work done, getting that job done. And that is exactly what Manchester City did yesterday. And that is up there with one of the best 3 points, I think, that we've picked up this season. So there we go. That has been the video. Let me know your thoughts of this victory in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video as well. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. It's free. Aiming for 16k subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And we'll be back again with lots more Manchester City content. We seem to be going daily at the moment. We've got a transfer update coming out tomorrow. We've got the preview for the Arsenal game coming up very soon as well. We've also got the match watch along of the Arsenal game, stream highlights, live watch alongs, match reviews, analysis, lots of City content, so do stay tuned for that and subscribe. And I'll see you all again for the next video. So I've been JSGC. I hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you everyone for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.